child, I was always curious. What will I find around the next corner? As I grew up, I realized that some answers can't be found, so I just go for a walk. Basking in the sunlight, I follow my heart. I enjoy traversing the landscape on foot, capturing beautiful moments through my lens. And I like to record the warmth of life with scissors and knives in traditional paper cutting art. This art emphasizes the continuity of the cutting lines, attention to detail, strict contrast, and rhythmic beauty. The camera captures at 24 frames per second, but the pace of a journey is measured by the companionship. Listen to your heart, feel with your soul, and go where it leads. In ancient times, there is a legend of a poor scholar who casually wrote the character for Fu on paper. His wife tore it out, giving rise to the origin of paper cutting. The art of paper cutting is a craft with a long history and captivating charm. Not only in China, but also around the world, each culture bestows paper cutting with a unique style and symbolism, inviting us to step into this paper cutting world that blends diverse cultures. Paper cutting is not just a craft, it's a cultural heritage. In paper cutting works, we can see various symbolically rich patterns. Across the world, paper cutting exists in unique forms. In Germany, it's Scherenschnitte. In Switzerland, it's Scherenschnitt. In Poland, it's Wycinanki. Each exudes the unique charm of local culture. Through paper cutting, we can catch a glimpse of the beauty and wisdom of different cultures. Each paper cutting tells a story, a continuation of tradition. In today's video, we will learn the basics of paper cutting, experiencing this craft that is full of creativity and tradition. In this video, we'll learn how to prepare the tools and materials for paper cutting, master basic paper cutting techniques, and complete a beautiful design. We hope each of you can create your own paper cutting masterpiece. Do you remember where you last saw paper cutting artworks? Perhaps you played with paper cutting as a child, maybe at school, at home, or during gatherings with friends. Or maybe you've seen these magical patterns during special occasions and celebrations. Now, let's get started. Next, let's take a look at the basic tools and materials needed for paper cutting. First is the paper. You can choose any paper you like, any color, any texture. Then there's the scissors. It's best to use sharp scissors for cutting various patterns. Alright, let's dive into the most exciting part. Are you ready? First, we'll fold the paper following these steps. Next, we'll draw a sketch on the paper. You can draw some diagonal lines to help distinguish where to cut. Finally, we'll cut along the edges of the pattern. Pay attention to recognize which areas need cutting. Now let's get our hands moving and practice together. Remember to share your creations in the comments. We can encourage and learn from each other. Let's start now. Feel free to share pictures of your creations in the comments. In practice, you might encounter some challenges, like uneven cuts or less than ideal shapes. Don't worry, it's a normal part of the learning process. Let's take a look at some common mistakes and learn how to correct them. Try to cut out the pattern I demonstrated earlier and share your work in the comments. We'll provide feedback on your efforts. Remember, learning is an ongoing process. Each practice session is an opportunity for improvement. Feel free to try different paper cutting projects in your daily life and share your creations with us. Looking forward to seeing you again in future videos.